Over to you, Kavya.
Good evening, everyone. We are delighted to welcome you all to today's exciting webinar on Unlocking the Power of IEEE Student Membership. Discover the hidden benefits of membership in your IEEE journey. We are honored to have an exceptional guest speaker with us today, Mr. Ramni Kaldra, an IEEE impact creator and IEEE influencer. He'll be shedding light on the numerous opportunities and advantages that come with being a part of IEEE family. Now, I did like to invite Ms. Darshini to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, Darshini.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of IEEE KPRIT SB and IEEE Education Society, I am delighted to welcome you all to today's webinar on Unlocking the Power of IEEE Student Membership. This session is designed to help us uncover the hidden benefits and opportunities that can shape our journey with IEEE. We are deeply honored to have Mr. Ramni Kaldra with us today. As an IEEE brand ambassador, IEEE impact creator, and IEEE influencer, Mr. Kaldra has made significant contributions to IEEE community. With his extensive IEEE involvement, he is bringing a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table. His insights today will undoubtedly help us better understand the vast resources and opportunities that come with IEEE membership and how we can maximize them. Thank you all for joining us, and I hope you find this session both inspiring and informative. Let's make the most of these valuable opportunities.
Thank you, Darshini, for the warm welcome. Without further ado, let us move on to the highlight of today's section. We are privileged to have Mr. Ramnik Kaldra, an IEEE impact creator who has been instrumental in promoting the IEEE platform and inspiring countless students globally. He will walk us through the hidden benefits of being an IEEE student member and how this membership can pave the way for your future success. The visual stage is all yours, Mr. Ramnik.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Kavya, and thank you so much, IEEE KPRIT student branch. With your permission, I am live streaming it to my YouTube channel as well, so that we can celebrate IEEE Day along with other members on my YouTube channel. I'm doing it for the first time. I hope everyone will able to explore and learn more. Just give me a second. Okay, there we go. Just a second. Perfect. Let's stop it. I don't know what's the issue happening. Let's not do that. Okay, perfect. Sorry for the late. And let's move on. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction and welcome to all of you. Sorry for the delay being caused because of some technical issues. My name is Ramnik and I hope you can figure out me on the picture which you see. Can you all mention in the chat window where I am sitting right now on the pic? In the chat window. Where do you see me on the pic which you see in front of you? Come on, guys. Chat window. Where do you see me in the pic? Left, right, center, front, back. Where is it? Where I'm sitting?
In the front of table, sir.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ajay. You can see me here sitting on the back of the table. And because no one gave me space on the sofa, and that's true. So this pic is from New Jersey, US, and that's where we were having our board meeting, IEEE Educational Activities Board, while I was serving as a 2 years of member for Pre-University Education Coordinating Committee, right? Meanwhile, we start, I just would love to hear back from all of you for a question, which I am just going to start as a poll in the chat. Can you all respond to that? Are you an IEEE member? Yes or no? You might have seen the poll in the chat window came up. Let's see. How many of you are IEEE member or not? Use the poll, not in the comment box. I see 4 wordings for yes, 6 wordings for no. Okay, good to see. We have non-IEEE members as well. Okay, perfect. As you can't see the poll, so it's fine. You can just go ahead and use the chat window as well. I can see a lot of yes, no mix of them. Okay, so in today's meeting, we're gonna discuss more about how you can understand about IEEE more better and how you can utilize the IEEE student membership. This activity is with respect to celebrate IEEE Day, which is officially conducted for this year on 1st October 2024. Okay, so the pick I was talking about. So surprisingly, everyone sat on the sofa and they didn't tell me that they are going to take a group pick. And I ran back to my hotel room to pick my coat, and they were not giving me any kind of space. And I was like, okay, this is a historic pick. I need to capture myself nicely. And that's where I sat in the front. So that's a pick from there. Moving on, that's a headquarters of IEEE from New Jersey. And that's where we are going to understand more about IEEE. How many of you heard about IEEE before any college was able to tell you? You all of have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth in your smartphone? Yes or no? Everyone of has, right? What is the standard name of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth? Tell me in the chat window. What is the standard name of Wi-Fi?
Friend of mine.
Sorry? I'm talking about the standard name, not the full form. Not the full form. The standard name of computer networking protocols. www is World Wide Web. The standard name of Wi-Fi or LAN or WAN or Internet is IEEE 802.11. That's correct. That's the thing which we are trying to understand. Now that's where IEEE came into the picture. Now just understand, you have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Internet on your phone and your laptop. Where IEEE came into picture? IEEE has been created and started in 1884, while our inventor of bulb and telephone and AC and DC, who are those? Who is the inventor of bulb? Quickly in the chat window. Who is the inventor of bulb? Who is the inventor of bulb? Don't Google it. Give a full name, Ajay. Give some respect to the scientist. Thomas Alva Edison. And who is the inventor of telephone? Who is the inventor of telephone? What's the full name? Please give some respect to the scientist with the full name. Alexander Graham Bell. So all these guys were sitting in 1884 and they were discussing how we can use our invention for the benefit of society. And that's where IEEE came into picture when they formed this group called as AIEEE, American Institute of Electrical Engineers. And then in around 1920s or 1960s, that's where this group was merged with ARE and it was called as IEEE, Institute of Electrical Electronics Engineers. Just to be mindful, IEEE is not only for electrical electronics engineers. It is open to any kind of engineering domain, wherever you are using technology for the benefit of humanity. All clear what is IEEE as of now? Yes or no in the chat window? All good? Great. Now, a little bit about me as some gentleman GT IT asked me to introduce myself. I'm working, I'm volunteering in IEEE for the last 9+ years. Rest you can check out on my LinkedIn profile, which I will be sharing in the last of the screen. This is the pic from headquarters of IEEE in New Jersey for 3 days while I was there, from 19 to 21 April 2023. Even the receptionist was joking, "Hey, you're back again." I was like, "Yeah, I was joking with the AB staff members. Why not you can give me the temporary employee ID card of IEEE." So I have been awardee of IEEE MGA Global Award 2023. I was invited to be the track chair of one of the biggest Congress of IEEE, which happens every 3 years in Ottawa, Canada in 2023, IEEE Sections Congress. As I have served as a member of IEEE Region 10, which is Asia Pacific region, for women engineering, which is also one of the affinity group. Out of 6 affinity groups we have in IEEE of Committee of Region 10, I was serving as a member, and I did couple of activities there, which I will be showing you in the upcoming slide. As I mentioned, I was serving as a voting member for Pre-University Education Coordinating Committee for Educational Activities Board in 2022 and 2023. Right now, I am serving as the Cooperation and Co-opted member of IEEE Delhi section, as a vice chair of IEEE site, as a member of Membership Development Committee IEEE Delhi section. So I come from Delhi, and I'm a tech coordinator of one of the NGO which my lovely friend from Bhubaneswar, Punya Shaloka, has started, called as Youth for Sustainability India. So I have been serving as a tech coordinator since 2020 to help them for using technology for the benefit and betterment of their products and services to spread among society. And I'm an introvert turned stage lover and a researcher by hobby. Well, that's little bit about me. Moving on, feel free to take the screenshot of the slides wherever you require. And I would be more than happy to see your feedback while you tag me on LinkedIn after the session. How did you like the session with the screenshot of the slides? Feel free to do that. I'm open to allow you to do that and tag me on LinkedIn. I would love to see your feedback of the session in the feedback form, which I will share in the end and on the LinkedIn. Now that's where I did started. On the left hand side, you can see a pic. Do you know Tamil, sir? Uh, a little, kunjam kunjam, and a little one, Vanakkam, Akka, Anna, Tangachi. This is all what I know about Tamil. But I've done a lot of activities with KPRIT. I was there for hosting one of the biggest activity of Asia Pacific, which I was talking about. And KPRIT volunteers know about that. Kavya, Vaibhav, Nimalan, everyone knows about me, and we have worked together in the past in KPRIT campus. So I started my journey, if you can see, about my public speaking and my confidence in since 10th grade in 2013. And that's a pic which you see from my school from 10th grade, while I was playing music, singing spiritual song in front of all my school colleagues. On the right hand side, you can see the public opportunity which I got in my 3rd year for being the master of inaugural ceremony to kickstart the cultural fest of my college. While I was in my 1st year, I was trying to understand, can I get this opportunity? Can I get anchoring of one of the biggest culture fest of our college? And that's what I did in my 3rd year. Then in my 8th class, I was having science fear. I was not able to understand about chemistry, physics, and all those things. And you see me right now as an engineer in front of you. And that's where I learned about computer science skills in 11th, 12th, and I learned Java programming language and MySQL database. And then I developed a lot of software, starting from my 12th class. So as part of our board examination of Central Board of Secondary Education, New Delhi, we were given a task to develop a software as part of our board examination. So I went with my mom in nearby bank to ask the bank manager, how do they ask customers to open their bank accounts? And this is the software which you see in front of you, which was built by me single-handedly on Java and MySQL database on the backend. What it takes to create such softwares, what it takes to create such projects in my early ages. And just a matter of fact, I wrote my first research paper in my 12th grade. And while I was getting interviewed for Wipro, for my previous organization on 10th January 2019, I was already having 12 research papers and 12 projects and one patent in progress. It doesn't take much. It only takes 5 Ws. If you know about 5 Ws, you are all good. What is the problem statement you are focusing on? Right? Why you are doing this? And where you going to deploy this solution? And when you going to do that? And who is your customer? If you know about these 5 Ws and you're all good to develop a project, you are all good to write a paper and publish it. You're all good to submit a patent and get it done. The second very important step where students don't understand is research. For this software, as I did, I went with my mom to a nearby bank and asked with the bank manager with pen and paper, asking what kind of details they ask for a new customer to open a bank account. I did research. And that's what you also should do while you're working on a project or writing a research paper or working on a patent. Right? What else? Sir, I don't know where I can figure out the solutions, where I can figure out the problem statement. Don't need to worry about. You have to go to your faculties, you have to go to your peers, you have to go to exploring new solutions around you in the society. If you have the right resources around you, you're all good to develop a software. And that's where my second software came into picture. In my first semester, everyone, right? Once we join the college, we need to go to the library to get the library card. That's what I did. I wasted my 2 hours and 2 classes to get my library card done. I was like, why? I'm sitting in 2015 and 2014 Digital India was launched by Government of India. I'm like, I need to use my academic curriculum, Java programming language and academic MySQL database learning, which I did in my 11th and 12th grade, to innovate something for my college library. And that's what I did. After those 2 hours of wasting time, I went to my librarian sir and I asked him, sir, don't you have a software where I can figure out, where I can just type on my roll number of my college admission card and I can get my library card printed? And he mentioned, no, Ramnik, we don't have. I'm like, I know Java. I know about software development. Can I develop a software for my college? He mentioned, okay, go ahead and go to talk with the head of Department of Computer Science and you should be good enough. I was like, okay. I went to the HOD of CSC department. I convinced them within few minutes that this is the UI and this is the software ideation which I want to develop for my college library. I got that project convinced. I got approval from my director and deputy director. And that's what you see on the screen. That's the software I developed for my college library for overall 6 months. And I was awarded with the award called as Technocrate in my first semester itself. Doesn't take much time, guys. It's more about how we're going to use our academic curriculum to implement for the betterment of society. Because of this, I joined IEEE in my second year to learn more about engineering and different industry experts going on around the globe. Matter of fact, now you know about IEEE level. It's not a student club. It's not a branch like college level club. It's a global, international, world's largest technical professional organization. And it's around 190 plus countries with having around 1 lakh, 4 lakh, 4.5 lakh plus members across globe. Who is the former chairman of ISRO? Come on, in the chat window. Don't Google. Just tell me who was the lead of the chairman of ISRO when Chandrayaan mission was failed in September 2020. Professor Shivan. Professor Shivan, sir. He is an IEEE member. He is an IEEE member. Who is the chairman of Air India Airlines? Don't Google. Just tell me no. Who is the chairman of Air India Airlines? K. N. Chandrasekhar. Matter of fact, he is also from Coimbatore, from where you all are from. KPRIT is in Coimbatore, right? And that's where I invited, now all these members, right? All these big personalities are IEEE members. Once you become IEEE members, you have a direct connect to talk with them, direct connect to learn from them, and direct connect to explore further mindsets and further industry advancements going around you. Who is the co-founder of Apple? Who is the co-founder of Apple? Steve Wozniak, right? Steve Wozniak. He's an IEEE fellow. Now, once you become IEEE member, again I am saying, you have a direct connect with the top experts and the industry in the domains. Now, coming back to the slide. So when I developed this library software in my first semester, everyone across my college got to know that there's someone called as Ramnik in CSC Computer Science Department who can develop software for society. Sounds good? In third year, I got a call from HOD, Head of Department of Electronics Department. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and talk with him. So he asked Ramnik, come in my cabin and I will have someone to talk with you. I was like, oh, sure, sir, I can help you out. Then I got the call. I was he was handling me the phone. I was like, who is on the call, sir? Can you please let me know beforehand? And he mentioned he is Vijay Kumar Baleja, sir, the signature which you see in front of you, who is the director of engineering department in All India Radio. I hope everyone is aware about All India Radio, AIR, FM Gold. And that's where I got a call with him, and he was saying, Ramnik, we need some student who can develop a software for our accounts department. And that's where I developed a software for them for across 6 months in my third year. Now, these are the opportunity which automatically came to my door. These are the opportunity and the solutions which came to my door. What I am doing here, I am using technology. I am using my academic curriculum for the benefit of society. And the software development still on. I keep developing website. I keep developing and helping volunteers to develop Android applications and all other things. Starting for my corporate life, this is me celebrating International Women's Day at Wipro Limited in my previous organization where I was since August 2019 to June 2021. You can see all my male colleagues standing on the back and I'm sitting on the front. They were saying, why you are sitting in the front? It's an International Women's Day. Let the women take the lead. I'm like, for sure. But why not I can sit in the front? That's what we are talking about, gender equality and equity all across. Since my starting of my after my graduation, I keep working on all these kind of skills, understanding about social skills, understanding about different social issues happening around us in the society. And that's where IEEE Women Engineering Affinity Group is one of my closed affinity group where I've been a member for last 9+ years. And that's a pic from my recent organization, Amazon Web Services, where I'm working as a cloud support engineer. And you can see a pic from Go on the bottom right. You can see a pic from Bangalore campus where I conducted for the first time and IEEE activity in the Amazon campus. On the right top side, you can see again IEEE activity in Amazon campus for school kids. On the left hand side, you can see me in Nepal, Kathmandu, for doing one AWS workshop for Nepal student community and professionals. What it all takes? Nothing. It all takes about joining professional organizations like IEEE to boost your career. My leadership in AWS was saying, Ramnik, you do a lot of IEEE public speaking and all those things. So why not you can do something for AWS? I'm like, for sure, I'm up. And these are the snips from those social activities and volunteering activities in collaboration with IEEE and AWS. A little bit more about passion to share back to society, which I have been doing since my school days. On the left-hand side, you can see we assembled a wheelchair for the NGO for the spatially abled citizens. And on the right-hand side, that's a program of school activity, which I was talking about. Let's take a pic. Let's take a video snips and I will let you know. I will ask you, how is it? Okay. Okay. This event is the gathering of the junior Einsteins for the future.
AWS has taken an ambitious goal of going ahead and training 29 million people globally.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to all the parents and teachers and students.
We are giving an environment for everybody to go experiment, learn, and do better.
We want all these young minds to take the technological advancements further.
Through this camp, we are hoping to introduce the children to what's possible on the cloud.
I really liked the session where we learnt about AWS services.
Learned about delivery and confidence and how to hold ourselves and how to work as a team.
They will also put empathy into their careers and become the best technologists.
I would give a thumbs up. I would definitely want to come again and bring more of our friends to this workshop.
How was it? Awesome. So this is the event which I did in collaboration with IEEE and AWS in the Amazon campus. Now you understand this, right? It's on the social media of Amazon. This is how you create difference while you are member of IEEE and professional organizations like IEEE. Okay, moving on. Now let's talk a little bit about IEEE and what are the resources you as a student member can take for the benefit and development of your own resume, on career, and on kind of a personal level as a personality. On the global level, IEEE, the world map is divided among 10 regions. Which region do we belong? As per the map, we belong to region 10. At each and every single level which I am going to tell you, you have opportunities to volunteer. You have opportunity to participate in workshops. You have opportunities to network with industry leaders, which can help you out to grow yourself in career as well as personal end. Now, if you zoom in on region 10, what do you get? You get countries. In IEEE, if depending upon number of IEEE members we have in that country, it is called as councils or sections. IEEE India Council, IEEE Japan Council, IEEE Australia Council. And if you zoom into the countries, what do you get? Cities and states. In IEEE, it is called as sections and subsections. IEEE Madras Section, IEEE Bombay Section, IEEE Hyderabad Section, IEEE Delhi Section, Gujarat Section, Kerala Section, Hyderabad Section, Chandigarh subsection, Rajasthan subsection, right? And if you zoom in on cities and states, what do you get? Colleges and universities. Those are called as IEEE student branches, like IEEE KPRIET student branch. And on each and every level, you get call for volunteers once you become IEEE member in your email box right away. So I would suggest you, once you become IEEE member, don't miss any IEEE email, whichever you are getting in your email box. Now I would like to request all of you to take a screenshot of this slide and save it to yourself. This is the homework for all of you to Google each and every logo after the session and explore the resources, what you have as a student to learn from. If you want to build a project where you need funding for the society, we have groups called as IEEE Humanitarian Technology Board. You have groups called as IEEE Smart Village. You have group called as IEEE Site. You have group called as IEEE Site, Reach, IEEE Tri-Engineering. You all might have heard about Udemy Udacity, where we can learn courses of technical, non-technical. Being an IEEE member, you have a portal called as ILN, IEEE Learning Network. Being an IEEE volunteer, you want to learn about leadership skills? We have a portal for that too. How you can grow yourself as a leader, IEEE Center for Leadership Excellence. You want to get hired into companies being an IEEE member? We have a site for you, IEEE Job Sites. There we go. We have a lot of resources for you. Okay. So this is the homework for all of you to capture and Google each and every resources and website which is on the slide and explore what IEEE can offer you. Don't wait for any opportunity to come to your door. Go ahead and find opportunity for yourself. And that is what we are here to learn for. Now, how did I use my IEEE membership? I joined IEEE in my second year, 2016. Then I became the webmaster. Webmaster is a position given to that person as a volunteer who handles the website development of the student branch. So I was handling and created the website of my student branch. Then I was elevated as a chair in my 8th semester, where I conducted around 12 activities, and I got awarded from Delhi section as Dr. J.K. Pal Award, who was our past former chairperson of IEEE Delhi section, with the dedication of the volunteering which I did in my 8th semester. Then I got a call from IEEE Public Visibility Committee Global Team for me to become IEEE Impact Creator, where I wrote articles, where I write articles and magazines, articles and quotations, citations for different newspapers and magazines across India and globally. Then I volunteer as part of IEEE Young Professionals Delhi section. I volunteered for Reason 10 Women Engineering. Then I was elected and invited by the chairperson of IEEE India Council, Suresh Nair sir, in 2022 to volunteer as the editor of India Council newsletter. Then I served as a youngest voting member for the Women Engineering Global Team and Educational Activities Pre-University Education Coordinating Committee. Then I was invited to become the track chair of IEEE Sections Congress. And the exposure is still on. For the last 9 years, I've been very active, involved in IEEE volunteering. And what it all takes? Nothing. It all takes about the passion to share back to society, because it feels good as a volunteer. Why Kavya introduced myself, right? Why Darshini introduced me before the session? Why we arranged all these Google Meet and sessions for all of you? Because it helps us out to share back to all of you. Being an industrialist, when I was in my college and school days, I didn't get the opportunity from someone to tell me about IEEE in a more sense way, which I'm telling you. I didn't get opportunity to learn about technical skills during my college days, what I'm sharing with you. Now, this is my responsibility as an industrialist, that I should share with all of you, because you are the future engineers. You are the upcoming market industry. Sir, you have talked a lot about IEEE and all those things. What's next? I want to get placed in MNCs. I want to get placed in product-based companies. How can I become unique from the crowd? There will be lakhs of students sitting in an auditorium when the placement is going to happen in your college. What are the X factors and unique factors? Can anyone tell me in the chat window, what are the skills required to get placed in companies? Come on. In the chat window, please, what are the skills required to get placed in any company? Communication skills. Okay, thank you, Narendra. Soft skills, sounds good. What else? Please use chat window to convey with me. Technical skills, coding skills, technical skills, critical thinking, problem solving skills, all good. Leadership skills, all these kind of interpersonal skills which you are mentioning in the chat window. All these skills which you are mentioning in the chat window, do you get these all things from your academic books? No, right? And that is where professional organizations like IEEE can help you out to upskill yourself. As a volunteer, Kavya and Darshini and other volunteers of KPRIT here, they introduce me. What they are trying to understand? They're trying to grow their communication skills, right? And that's where we are coming to these kind of personal skills. I've kept technical skills in the end, because technical skills, even you are a person who will graduate with 60% marks or 90% marks, you will be trained with the same level of training once you got into the company. So technical skills are not so much important. More important is how you communicate your idea, how you communicate yourself in front of the interviewer. How many projects you have done? A lot of people will do internships and hackathon. What is the unique factor you are doing? That is what we have to work on. You can publish research papers, you can work on patents, and those all kind of things you can do. There's no concerns about it. And the portal is already, I have shared with you in the previous slide, IEEE Author Center. That is where you can learn how to write article. That is where you can learn how to write research papers and all other things. Got it? Moving on. Now, guys, you are all in college. You are a bachelor student and all those things. Sorry, I was just out of the meeting accidentally. Sharing my screen once again. Yeah. Someone was asking the portal of IEEE Author Center. I will share it in the chat window. This is the portal where you can learn how to write papers and magazine articles. Okay. Now, I was talking about you all are in bachelors. You all, how many of you use Instagram? How many of you use Facebook? Raise your hands. How many of you use Instagram? All of us, right? Lower down your hands. Lower down your hands. Lower down your hands. Raise your hands. How many of you use Instagram for watching reels? How many of you use Instagram for watching reels and videos? We all do, right? But you as a student, you have to understand that come out of all this mindset of using Netflix for movies and all those things, because you as a bachelor student, right now you have a responsibility of your own shoulders to utilize all kind of resources, all kind of workshops and sessions going around you in your city, in your country, across the globe, to develop yourself as on a career level, to develop your personality as a person. And that is what we are discussing here. Start using LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all other social media handles wherever you are for development of yourself and showing to the companies that how legit and how professional you are. Now, in the end of the session, we will take a group pic with all of us. You have already taken a slide. You might have been taking screenshot while I'm presenting. Feel free to put those screenshots on LinkedIn, tag me, and feel free to share your feedback so that the companies and the other people know across your social media that how you are utilizing your time period sitting at home or during your bachelor's in a more well upskilling manner. Okay, sounds good. Are we all good to move on? Yes or no in the chat window? All good. So that's pretty much more about my experience, more about IEEE, and more about the unique skills which you can get to get interviewed in any company across the globe. As we are short of time, I will open the floor for all of you to have interaction with me. That's a book for all of you. I will share the link in the chat window. Non-IEEE members can scan it, and IEEE members can download the book for free from the link which I shared in the chat window. So this book is just for 25 pages. The student who is retyping the question, please don't worry about your question. I will address those. You can mention the question only one time. Okay, sounds good. Now that's all from my side. Let's start interaction with all of you. Feel free to put up your questions and I will take it forward. And this is a short 2 to 5 questions for feedback from all of you. How did you like the session? How much you want to grow yourself, and how did you like presentation? How did you like it? If you are non-IEEE member, do you want to join IEEE after this session? And the feedback form is in the chat window. Perfect. Let's move on to take questions now from all of you. Sir, I prefer to earn and enjoy in my life. I don't want to become a genius like ISRO scientists. Can I satisfy the required of a company want? I think that's enough. I don't know about you personally, the student who is typing this question. If you want to come on audio, I would love to interact with you. GDT, can you speak up? What's your exact question? If it is all about skills development, I would suggest you to become IEEE member. If you are not, start participating into the workshops happening around you. And one of the portal which I will share with all of you is meetup.com. There we have technical and non-technical skills happening and events happening across the city and across the globe. You can sign up using Facebook or Google, and then you should be good enough to upskill yourself. Join IEEE today, and KPRIT volunteers will help you out to join it. And the joining link is in the chat window, how to join IEEE. That's the one. Don't forget to give the feedback on the feedback form which I shared with you. Coming to the next question, can you share the QR code of the book? That's the QR code of the book. And these are all my social media handles. You can you can connect with me. Okay. More questions from all of you. We have 5 minutes to go for the session. So I am not sure about that. Guys, this certificate of participation doesn't make any difference for you to get place. Mark this statement. Certificate of participation doesn't matter. The knowledge which is being shared in the workshop is matter. Come on, more questions. Volunteers, are you there to take over the QA floor? I will just stop sharing.
Yeah, sure, Ramesh.
Yes, sir.
Participants, do you have any other questions? Please drop it out in the chat box.
And you can interact with me as well. There's no concern. Let me stop recording.